welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you the Pathfinder tool. Pathfinder is also a really helpful tool in graphic designing. So let's just jump into it. Whenever you like, share and subscribe to my channel, Learn with Nimra. So let's begin, and this is our class number 6 of Adobe Illustrator series. So let's begin. To access the Pathfinder toolbox, you need to go in the Windows, and it is gonna be like this. You're just gonna scroll down over here, and then you're gonna find the Pathfinder in the shortcut is Shift plus Control plus, not like Add plus in your shortcut like Shift Control F9. Alright, I have clicked it over here. Now this is my toolbox of Pathfinder. But with that, we also get alignment tool and transform tool. I'm gonna tell about this later on, but let's just do some basics, because we need to take every step smoothly to learn nicely. I'm gonna take my ellipse tool, and I'm gonna hold my shift and draw my little circle. And I'm just gonna make another duplicate of this. Where is mine? And now I'm gonna take my selection tool. I'm gonna make another duplicate of it right beside it. Now I'm gonna select these two together. Now our first option is and this is shape modes, by the way. Our first option is unite. Unite is to create a compound shape and add to share area. I'm gonna click on it. Can you notice my two circles join together like a merge? And you can also relate this with the sets. Like it's also like that, like unite and minus one, intersect and exclude. You can relate all of them if it's sets, like they're obviously like that. But just ignore that for now. We need to be easy on. So it just made it a unite, means it merged the two circles together. Now our next option we're gonna use is this minus front. Now what did my minus front basically do? This circle was in front of this circle. Like this circle was behind the circle. So minus front, you can understand from the name, minus the front circle of it. Now let's just do one thing. If you put it somewhere around here, and now if I do minus front, then you see it created a really nice little crescent. It's a pretty much good shortcut. So let's just now move on to intersect. Basically, what does intersect do? The middle part of the two colliding shapes will create an intersect. If there would be no colliding shape, like if I move this if I move the circle away, okay, for example, like this. Now if I select these two together, and now if I try to do this, then it will show an error because there's no two overlapping paths. There's no overlapping, so how will it be an intersection? But now we can do an intersection because there were two overlapping paths. Now let's move on to exclude. I know you might not understand the difference, or it might be looking the same, but actually what it did, it minus the middle part. In intersect, the middle part was remained, and the other two paths which were not overlapping were disappeared. But in exclude, except the middle part, everything was appearing. But the middle part, can you see? There is no middle part. But when I am moving these two, you cannot understand with this type of background. So just for now, I'm just gonna create a rectangle. Give it a magenta color. Bring it to back. Now you can absolutely see the difference because the middle part has been gone. Okay. Now let's just reset everything. Okay. Alright. So before moving further, I just have another cute little example for you. It's also really good hack to do with the Pathfinder shape modes. I'm gonna make random circles like this. Okay. You might be thinking what the heck I made. It's like all weird looking overlapping circles. But let's just see the magic. If I selected all of them and I'm gonna click on Unite, it created somewhat like a cloud figure, and it's a really good hack to try out. Now, what else can we actually do? Now, so now let's just make something like, let's try making something like a setting icon. I have taken my circle. I'm gonna hold my shift like this. I made a really nice perfect circle. And now I'm just gonna make another circle in between of this. And to make it to center, we have an alignment over here. And if not, you can also exit over here in the taskbar. Let's go in the alignment, and I'm gonna create it like put it in like in the center. Now what I want to do is that I want to make a little another circle like this. And okay, I just wanted to make this like a circle, and now I'm gonna align it to the center. All right. Now I I know in this video we will discuss just one more tool. It's a rotate tool, but don't worry. In next class we will discuss rotate tool in detail. Just for now, just a few like a little understanding, so don't get messed up. This is our rotate tool right over here. The shortcut is R. Now what you have to do, first of all, you need to select the thing you want to rotate. You're gonna click on your rotate tool, and I want to rotate it through the center. Like wherever you will put your point, in that direction, the object will rotate. I just want to keep it in the like literally the center of this whole shape. And I just did a little mistake. What you need to do is that you're gonna hold Alt and then click. Now if you want to like make somewhat like 12, if I want to make like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe let's just make 5. But for 5, now in rotate 2, you need to do some mathematics to be all perfect. I'm just gonna search over here for a calculator. I need to like make it a little short. Okay, gonna keep it on the side. Now if we want 5 rotations, so I'm just gonna 5 divided by and I know I'm just gonna confuse with something. Let's just do it. Alright, sorry, I was confusing with something. 360, because in a full circle, it's a 360-degree rotation divided by 5 equals to 72. Now, right away, I'm gonna write over here 72, and I'm gonna click enter. And I'm gonna create some duplicates, but just a second. Let me just fix it out. I just did one mistake. You need to click on copy. I have made a copy. Now you can control D, and automatically it will make perfect copy. Now you're thinking what, like it's not like sensible for you. It's looking weird. I understand, but I'm just gonna select all of them, and now I'm gonna go in my Pathfinder, and you're gonna do this one right here, the minus front. And now voila, we made somewhat like not nearly but a settings icon. Isn't it looking cool? And I'm just gonna add some color to it, like gray color, and I'm gonna remove the stroke. So we made a settings tool, and now let's move on further. We did some fun little creative hacks with the shape modes. Now let's go to the path finders. Now I'm gonna make another like 2 circles. Just a sec. Okay. So now I'm gonna select these two, and we need some more difference. Now, if I'm selecting this, so there might not be some differences in between this. But the difference is that this tool is known as a divide. Now, you might not see any difference, but if you will take a direct selection tool, then now you can see the difference. It divided between the overlapping and the non-overlapping parts. So this is also really fun if you want to divide things, but I don't know when I used it more. Again, I'm going to select them too. And now let's move on to trim. Now what did trim does? Now basically what the trim did was that basically this shape was in the front now. Sorry. This shape was in the front and this was a divide. As it did, it divided it. Like you might not see, let me just do it. And now, can you see it basically made a division between the shape. It didn't make any overlappings or like that. It just did it as it is, but it created borders between them. Alright, so let's move on to the next tool, which is our merge. Now merge is also almost looking the same as that one. You can either like search for the difference between it because it's also as it is same as the trim tool, but there might be some reason that Adobe creators made it. So I'm just gonna it's also an assignment for all of you. You have to go and search for what's the difference between the trim and the merge pathfinders of Adobe Illustrator. Then you can submit your answers in the comment section, and once I will think they're right, I will give them a heart, like that heart icon. Okay, now let's move on to, first I'm gonna give them to reset. Now let's move on to this crop. Now crop is also somewhat looking like this. You might like the intersect one. The difference in between this and, can you notice it made this one hide? Basically what did crop did, the front shape, the front circle, and the overlapping part, it just mixed it together. Now I know now it's getting a little difficult, and I'm not. And you can always send your queries in the comment section, but I'm trying my whole best. So I just need your support. Basically, in this circle, now what happened when I did the crop? In the crop, basically the front circle and the behind circle, the overlapping path and the front circle created a border between them. Now we can visible. But now when we're taking a direct selection tool, it's just looking like this is different and this is different. But now we have them all together. So don't need to get confused. We will understand all of these tools slowly and steady. And now let's move on to outline. Now what did outline actually did? Basically what it outlined there, I'm going to take my direct selection tool. Sorry. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to select all of these points. Now, can you see? It just created borders between the paths, and today something is wrong with my direct selection too, but basically it just created some outlines. It removed the fill. You can add it by your own, but I don't know what's the need. The last tool is minus that. Now, I just want to do a quick little thing with you guys. Okay, now this was our minus front, and now this one is our minus back. So it's quite easier to understand. In this one, it minus the front one, and in this one, it minus the back one. So hope you love this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, your likes and your subscription help and support me for make more better videos for the future. So bye bye. And okay, if you have any queries, you can always ask in the comment section. I will be always available to answer you. Bye bye.